So I was doing a study on Ezekiel 33, and the title of that chapter is The Watchman, or the title of a paragraph or a certain group of verses is called The Watchman. And what I noticed in that is that from reading that a watchman, being a watchman, is akin or like being a prophet. And what that brought me to is, okay, what does being a prophet mean? What is a prophet? Who is a prophet? What does that mean? Our English word prophet has a meaning. I didn't look that up, but I looked it up in Hebrew because I was reading the Old Testament, and that was the original language that the Old Testament was written in. So I looked up, what does prophet mean in Hebrew? So when they translated this word prophet from the Hebrew word nabi, this is what nabi means, or navi actually, I guess is how it's pronounced. The B makes a V sound, like victory is mine, that type of V, right? So navi, and that's the Strong's Concordance number, if you were wondering, H5030. Navi, be pronounced like a V, means a spokesman. We all know what a spokesman is. It means a speaker, or it means a prophet, whether a true prophet or a false prophet. So, prophet is a spokesman or a speaker, and it's also prophet. That's where we get our word from, right? True or false. But looking deeper into that word prophet, like as they define it more, it was defined, or prophet was defined as a person who is a messenger of something, of a divine spirit, a messenger of a divine spirit, and you would declare the will of said spirit, which means, in a sense, we are all prophets. And that begged the question of, okay, well, whose message or what spirit am I a messenger of? And what spirit's will am I declaring? Because it's an either or here. It's an either or. So if you're not declaring the will or being a messenger of the spirit of Yahuwah, the Most High Almighty, then you're declaring the will of some other spirit, even if it's just declaring the will and being a messenger of your own spirit. But we know how that works. You know, our spirits do not align with Yah's will or his spirit. We have to actually make it align. We actually have to throw our will away and make his will our will. You know, and then we will align with him and actually become his spokesperson or his speaker, because he will give us things to speak. And then we become that messenger, and he's like, hey, I need you to say that. Yeah, you tell people this. This is what it means. Now tell him. And we become his prophet or his speaker, his spokesperson. We become his messenger, like you would see in those old movies where the messenger arrives and brings out the scroll here. Thus saith Yahuwah. You know, and that's why you always see a word of Yahuwah came to me, or things of that nature, because we were being the messenger, we're being the prophet, we're being the spokesperson or the speaker. But like I said, it works the opposite way. So if we're not the messenger for Yah and his spirit and declaring his will, we become the messenger of someone else, someone else's spirit, someone else's will. And that's a bad thing. What spirit are you a messenger for? What spirit's will are you declaring? That's the question. One more thing. So when you look it up, the word Navi in the ancient Hebrew lexicon. What is the ancient Hebrew lexicon? Well, before we had our modern Hebrew language, there was an ancient Hebrew language. So it was like ancient Hebrew, which was like pictographs or hieroglyphs, so to speak. Then there was another Hebrew that it kind of modified into a Middle Hebrew, and then a modern Hebrew that we have today. But when you look it up in there, it even becomes more concrete. So what they define Navi as is the word to flourish. Flourish means like something grows and it becomes abundant, right? But also they defined it as a fruit, and they defined it as they use the pictograph of something that looks like a seed, and then the other pictograph is like a tent or a house, and it means the seed that is inside. And that's what the prophecy is. So you get a seed or a word from the Spirit, and it goes inside of you, and then it flourishes, it comes out, and you speak that, you become that messenger, and you declare and become the speaker or the spokesperson or the prophet of whatever seed that Spirit came from, or whatever word that came from whatever Spirit that you are a messenger of. And I just thought that was so profound. So there is that. Y'all have a good day. Be blessed.